Hi guys, this is your English language teacher and IELTS trainer Maha, and welcome to my Facebook page English All Canada and the YouTube channel English All Canada. I hope you're all doing well and have enjoyed looking forward to the weekend. I am still kind of in the weekend zone, so I keep thinking that today is the last day of the weekend, but apparently not. It is the first day, so Friday, just finished work and preparing for the weekend. Nothing different. It's going to be just as any other weekday, only because, that's how it is, right? So, as usual, this is the Let's Have a Conversation on the English All Canada. So if there's anybody who wants to join this live stream and become a part of this conversation, then please let me know and I'll send you the link where you can join this live stream and have a quick chit chat with me. Hopefully I can have more people, new faces. Of course, the old faces are also more than welcome. And I'm looking forward to, having the chit chat over here. So do drop in a comment, say hi, hello, tell me who you are, where you're watching me from, and if you are interested in joining in this conversation with me live on the English All Canada Facebook page and the YouTube channel. Actually, here is the link. So I have just posted the link in the comments, and it is also up on my screen. So if you want to join the live stream, all you have to do is copy this URL into your browsers, and then you can join the broadcast studio. And once you've joined the broadcast studio, then I'll bring you online to have a quick chit chat with me over here. So I'm also going to quickly share this onto different platforms, and then hopefully I can have more people joining in. Harun Rashid says, hi, I'm Harun from Malaysia. Welcome, Harun. I hope life is going great in Malaysia. So anybody who wants to join in can type in this address and become a part of this conversation right now with me on the English All Canada Facebook page and the YouTube channel. So looking forward to having people over here. I would also request you all to share this live stream and see how it goes. All right, so we have Mr. Muhammad Ali Tusi. Hi, Mr. Muhammad Ali Tusi, how are you?
Assalamu alaikum, I'm fine.
Walaikum salam. Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak. How was your Eid?
Oh, pretty good, pretty chilled out.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing different.
Nothing different.
No,
okay, this time I didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, we usually don't go,
Oops.
out much.
Let me close Facebook. Okay, nice. Close Facebook.
That's it.
Yeah, so my Eid was totally spent at home, and this time was different.
Mm-hmm.
Normally I go for Eid Namaz. This time I didn't go for Eid Namaz because obviously COVID-19, and I don't think it was advisable to go this time.
Of course.
Congregations are not right in these circumstances. Some people, I guess, did go for Eid prayers, but
yeah.
I can just hope the disease doesn't spread because of that.
Let's hope for the best. But the ones who went. The ones who thought it was okay to go, they also went. So I guess everybody has they make their own choices, right? So there's
everyone makes their own choices. Yeah,
exactly. All right, so we have Akhtar from Pakistan watching, Sayyid Ehsan, Kamal Abidi is watching, Sarwar Hussain is watching, and Naveed Rahman is watching. So if there's anybody else, and Tuba is watching too. So if there's anybody else who wants to join this live conversation, then you can click on, actually copy and paste the address in your browsers. Maz Ali is trying to join in, but I don't see his video, so I won't be able to bring him on. So Maz, if you don't mind, turn on your camera, and that way I could just see who you are and then allow you to join this live stream. I just have to be careful about who comes on, who they are.
Yeah, I think at least when people actually show their faces, then in general, people are a bit more responsible. Otherwise, there are a lot of fake accounts and stuff like that. You could be coming with any name, and it could be anyone.
Exactly. So I just need to make sure that it's a real person and they're not here to troll or to cause nuisance. So you have to be very careful about these things. So okay, so how's life going otherwise, Mr. Sufi?
Life's actually interesting. Life's interesting, and I've just recently discovered something.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
It's really interesting. It's more of actually tracing something out
Mm-hmm.
and trying to find out whether that statement is honest or not.
Okay.
And it's really interesting. I mean, there's a notion going on everywhere that somehow nearly every change management consultant or every change management practitioner quotes one thing, that 70% of the change initiatives fail.
Okay.
Now, some very huge consulting companies also write that.
Okay.
And there are some academics and there are some professionals who have challenged it.
Right.
And they try to trace it back. Where did that statistic come from?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you're going to write a statistic, you have to give the source.
Right.
So, okay. Interestingly, in some report of a consulting company, it was written, and they gave a source.
Right.
That person came back, he looked at the source, and that 70% statistic was not in the source.
Right.
So what would you call it?
Trying to fool people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's an interesting thing, and which I've recently found out, and I'm most probably going to do a Facebook Live on it. I'm going to do a Facebook Live session on it with a colleague of mine, a counterpart of ICTPA. We're going to actually do it, and we're going to talk about it because, and interestingly, a lot of consultants actually do that. And the most weird thing happened today.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine who has more change management experience than my life.
Right.
He's a mentor of mine. He saw a video online. And that video was of a consultant who at least claims that he has a PhD.
Right.
Based in USA.
Mm-hmm.
And he also used the same 70% statistic. So that friend of mine, he asked, where did that statistic come from? And he blocked him.
Okay.
So it's really interesting. And I mean, recently I also on Facebook actually posted something. I posted the same thing, that this guy actually, there was a video, and within that video, it was just like you have a screen share. The person actually shared, this is in this report, they've quoted this.
Mm-hmm.
This consulting company, this is their report. And I'm talking about global companies.
Right.
I'm talking about big names. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about a 10,000 employee company.
Right.
I'm not talking about a small company which only has 10,000 employees.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about big consulting companies.
Right.
The big consulting companies had quoted in their report certain things, given a source which was untrue.
Right. Yeah, they do
How's
it.
that?
Yeah, of course. That's very normal. And then, it's up to us to verify, right?
Yeah, it's up to us to verify. Yeah, I actually, Maha, told, I mean, I remember I used to do compliance in one of my companies I work for. And in America, there's a law called UDAP.
Right.
Which is unfair, deceptive, aggressive practice.
Mm-hmm.
And in marketing, you can't do that.
Right.
You can't be unfair, you can't be deceptive, you can't be aggressive. And so there's certain things which you can and cannot do. And the interesting thing is, I just can't understand how come a consulting company, which is not small enough to have just 10,000 employees, so you can well imagine how big that company is most probably involved with such a thing.
Of course, no, that's a very normal thing, But again,
normal thing.
It's up to people to use their brains to, to know that they need to research and confirm the
Yeah,
information. That
and the thing is that sometimes when your company is big enough,
Mhm.
people would believe you regardless of whatever you're saying.
That's
Because
what
some people would take it as a standard. Some people would take it as a standard.
I don't know if they're going to take it as a standard or they're just going to take it because they don't want to do their research and they get,
Yeah.
there's a very famous proverb, all that glitters is not gold. So,
Yeah.
considering that fact, so if somebody looks good and has a legit website and, to you sounds very smart, doesn't mean that they actually are smart. Actually, they are very smart because they're able to
Yeah.
fool you. So anybody who's able to
Yeah.
fool you is very smart. So we have to be careful.
Yeah.
Hi, Junaid, how are you?
I'm fine.
Hi,
How are
Junaid.
you?
Very good.
Hi.
I also have Sohaib over here. Hi, Sohaib, how are you?
I'm good. What about you?
Pretty good.
Hi, sir.
Great. Junaid,
And
where are you?
hi to all of you.
Hello.
I'm from Karachi, Pakistan.
That's great. And what about you, Sohaib? Where are you from?
I'm from capital Islamabad.
You're from Islamabad. How's the weather in Islamabad right now?
Well, rains are expected over the weekend, but usually it was quite hot the whole week.
Okay.
Yes, as soon as Ramzan finished, it weather got hot. That was
Yeah.
very weird.
I know in Islamabad, there was I think yesterday the temperature went up to 44 degrees, if I'm not mistaken.
41 degrees.
41 degrees.
44 was in Lahore. 44 was in Lahore, I guess.
44 was in Lahore. Okay, yes, because I do have family there and I keep being told that's the weather conditions these days. And then how's the weather in Junaid? How's the weather in Karachi, Junaid?
In Karachi, it's hot and humid, very hot.
Okay.
Hmm.
Right. And right now in Canada, it's we were expecting thunderstorm today, so it's been raining since yesterday. And just about when I started the live about 10 minutes ago, the weather was pretty good. So it was a little sunny, but of course, we had clouds. There were clouds up in the sky. But as we started the live, I looked outside the window and it's raining heavy right now. So the weather is going to stay terrible probably for the next at least 1 hour, and then it's going to clear away.
Okay, in Lahore, interestingly, I can actually hear. It's not thunder; it's lightning. I can
Right.
hear lightning.
Okay.
I can hear lightning. I mean, outside, yeah, but yeah. I don't think it started. Hasn't started yet, but yeah.
Okay. So, Sohaib and Junaid, this is your first time over here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Normally I remain backstage.
okay, so you have watched my videos before. Thank you so much. And
Yeah.
how about you, Junaid?
Sometimes I watch your videos, but not most of the times.
Right. That's okay. So this is the first time you guys are coming here. I am going to be putting up a topic on the screen, and then we're going to limit this to a minute. So what happens over here, once I put up a topic, you all speak about it for a minute each, okay? And I can also put in an online stopwatch if you want, so that we keep track of the time. Because otherwise, sometimes I forget to look at the time, or whoever's watching the time as well, then we forget it also. All right. So the topic is, tell me the 3 best things about you. And I'm just going to put it up on the screen as well. There you go. That is the topic.
Well, Janet, you can start first.
3 best things.
And your
One
time.
thing is I'm hardworking and I'm passionate about my work, which I do. And other things are I'm punctual in time and offer prayers. Three हो गए?
Yeah, that's
You still
fine.
have 30 more seconds.
What else can I tell you?
Okay, that's okay. Not a problem. Mr. Tusi, do you want to go next, please?
Yeah, 1
Okay.
minute. What's 3 good things about me? I read books. I have a heart. I care for people, and the other good thing, which I think is in me, is that I try to be honest.
You still have 45 seconds.
Yeah, but I've said three things.
You're
Well,
supposed to speak about it for a minute.
Okay, so I read a lot. And I try to do my research. That's one thing about me. The other thing is that I have a heart, and I try to reach out to people, and that is more from the humanity side.
So you're compassionate.
And yeah, compassionate. Yeah, that's a nice word of it. And another thing is that I try to tell the truth, at least to the best of my knowledge. That's what I use that word quite a lot. To the best of my knowledge.
Okay, so you try to tell the truth, or you try to be as honest as you can be. Right. Okay. Great. Thank you so much. That was just 1 minute. And then Sohaib, are you ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. There you go.
Okay, the first thing I like about myself is that I'm quite a creative person, and I've used this creativity in various aspects of my life. For example, writing. Since my childhood, I was very fond of writing, and as I grew up, I used my creative ability to write good essays and report. And then, this creativity habit helped me a lot in my professional world and to my habits as well. Like I choose photography because of my interest in nature, and even in that I mainly focused on creative photography. And the second thing I like about myself is that I am like Junaid said, I'm also good at heart. I like helping people, and I go all the way helping people as much as I can.
Okay.
I think I need to think about.
Okay, so 1 minute, and you said 2 points, which is good. Great, because you had the explanation going on as well in it, right? So now I'm going to try this as well. I know it's not easy for the ones who went in first, but I'll try to do a minute also in this. If I fail, please forgive me. All right, so the three things that I like about myself, well, honestly speaking, I cannot just restrict myself to only three things. I think I like myself, I can define myself in more than just three little things. But what I have been told from people, they've kind of like confirmed it to me, is number one, that I am very compassionate. So I do like to help people. I like to, provide for them whatever I can. The other thing that I really like about myself, that my friends, again, I would say, have confirmed it as well, that I'm a very friendly person. I'm very outgoing, and I make it easy for people, who've walked into a new environment, and I tend to make it very easy for them. The third thing, which is my favorite, and again, my friends have reconfirmed it, is that I'm a very, very good driver. So I started driving when I was about 18 years old, and I've practiced, of course, a lot. And that's something that I feel that I'm really, really best at the same time. All right, so just under a minute.
Under a minute.
Just under a minute.
Yeah.
Just seconds. Under the minute, because I wanted to finish off right at 1 minute. Or when you get a minute, it's always better to finish off 2 or 3 seconds before it, just in case, right? Because if I continue talking about my driving skills, and that's why I left kind of like driving till the end. If I continue talking about it and I don't finish my idea or my thought by the 56th second or the 55th second, that means I'm going to go over a minute. Okay, so it's always best to stop 5 seconds before, or wrap it up 5 seconds before.
Okay, so if this was an exam, does it matter that you talk about all the three things? What if you miss out one of them?
If you miss out one, then you don't get. If this was like an IELTS task, or if it was an exam, and the question said talk about 3 things, you talk about 2. That means you have not achieved the task. That means you haven't completed the question. So instead of getting, let's say, if it was, you were supposed to get like 33 points for each answer, so 100 points total, right? So if you were given a 33 for each of them, then you would not get a 66. You probably end up getting a 55, because you went over the limit for speaking about each topic. So you will get penalized for speaking more and also penalized for not speaking about the third topic because you didn't plan it properly, right?
Okay, and what would happen if you actually finish up in 15 seconds like I did?
You probably end up getting a, I don't know, 10, 15 out of 100 if we were to mark it that way.
Oh, just because I finished it in 15 seconds.
Yes, because again, you did not complete the task. You were told to speak about it for a minute. That meant that you had a couple of seconds to think about it, right?
Okay.
And then again, having that quick moment to think about something and then start talking about it as well is where the fluency comes in a way, right? So the communication skills come in as well. You don't have to be accurate in your grammar at times because obviously you're just speaking at such a quick speed. So the grammar is not, I wouldn't say it's not considered, but that wouldn't be the main criteria at all. But they're just your, as a second language speaker, but then the fluency points will definitely go down. Because 15 seconds is just, if you look at it that way, if it's 60 seconds for 3 things that you have to mention, that means 20 seconds per item, right?
Okay.
So if you speak in 15 seconds, that means you've spent 5 seconds per item.
Yeah.
Right? So if you do the math, then it comes to about 10 to 15 marks out of 100, kind of a thing, right? Because
okay. I've never done IELTS. I've never done TOEFL.
Right. No, this is nothing to do with. This is not an IELTS criteria that I'm giving completely.
Okay.
It's nothing to do with that. It's just general speaking English.
Okay.
This is how we would, as a teacher, this is how we would scale it, right? I have another topic over here. If there's anybody else who wants to join this live stream, please do so. I am going to be putting it up there. Okay. There's Ali Naeem who says, my spoken English is not very good, so I'm not confident joining this live stream. Ma'am, you're so fluent. Thank you very much. And others also joining you. Please give me some tips or process to improve understanding and speaking English. Ali Naeem, you'll have to join the session to improve your language skills. That's the only tip I can give you, unfortunately and fortunately at the same time. All right. So, Ali Susi, you have kids, right?
Yeah, I have kids.
Okay. Soeb, do you have kids?
Not yet.
Not yet. Junaid, do you have kids?
No, I'm not married.
Okay. So I am going to change the question because my question was on a scale of 1 to 10. How strict are you as a parent? But because we have 2 people over here who don't have kids, who are not married, then I cannot give you that topic. Okay, so there's a very random question which I don't know. Okay, I'll give you a very simple topic. Again, something which is kind of very human-like to do. And it is, if you could eat only 3 things for the rest of your life, what would they be? And I'm just posting that over here. There you go. If you could eat only 3 things for the rest of your life, what would they be? Who wants to go first?
Well,
you want to go
3
first?
things. Okay, let me actually. It's really interesting. I have a really interesting comment on that. Yeah, can you start? Well, there was. I would actually like to eat chane ki dal. And the reason why I actually say chane ki dal was that Bahadur Shah Zafar, I think he was asked, you're only allowed to eat 1 thing. And he said chane ki dal, and his cook used to make it in a different way. So it kept on becoming different. Other than that, I am a beef eater. I would love to eat beef. I'm a meat eater. And I would like to have vegetables. And if I only have to have 1 vegetable, wow, I would say a green one. And within the green one, I would say maybe spinach. I would like to have spinach, chane ki dal, and meat. In which meat? I mean, that's going to be beef. So that's the 3.
Perfect. Just at 57 seconds.
Yeah.
Well done. That was really good. All right. So who wants to go next? We also have a new person. Sarwar, how are you? Welcome to this live stream. Good to see you here. So who wants to? We're going to leave Sarwar till the end because he's just joined in. So Sohaib or Junaid, who wants to go next? Maybe Sohaib?
Sohaib, you go.
Yeah, let's Sohaib.
Okay. Yeah, fine. Okay, the first thing I would love to eat is chocolate. Since my childhood, I'm very fond of eating chocolates, and I don't think so there's any brand left which I have not tasted yet. Whenever the relatives come from abroad, I ask them to bring a variety of chocolates. I don't know, but I have addiction of chocolates. I know it's not healthy, but still I eat it as much as I can. Okay, and the second thing I would love to eat is pomegranate. Uh, I feel it is the king of fruits, and whenever the season comes, I go to my local market and buy as much as I can, and then I just store it and I eat as much as I can. And the third thing, well, probably some vegetables because for a healthy lifestyle, vegetables are very good, and I think you should eat it on the regular occasions.
Great, thank you very much. That was perfect. 1 minute on the dot. But for the vegetables, we didn't really get much information, right? Because you picked it up. You picked up the vegetable topic in, I think, the 45th or the 47th second, if I'm not mistaken. All right, Junaid, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, one more thing. So, hey, you said that you like eating chocolates and you used a word for that. Do you remember what word you used? You said, I am very something of eating chocolates. Do you remember that word, Sohaib? Sohaib, can you hear me? Sohaib? No, I don't think he can hear us. Frozen. Okay, I'm gonna just take him. I'm gonna take him back. All right. Sarwar, you're still here, right? Okay. All right, Junaid, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, let's go.
The three things I would like to eat for the rest of my life would be, the first thing would be meat, like beef or mutton. Mutton, I think it will be better uh, because it contains proteins and that they are good for health. They are the essential parts. And the second thing would be like something, some fruit. I think mango. Mango will be great. Uh, and the third thing would be like some, some like some carbohydrates related, like roti or something like this. Bread or chapati.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you very much. You were just on the spot as well. Perfect. And then, of course, we have Sarwar over here. Sarwar, are you ready?
Yeah, ma'am. I'm ready.
Okay. Sorry, before you begin, just a second. Sohaib,
Yeah.
you can hear me now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. You said that you said something about chocolate and you said you really liked eating chocolate. What was that word that you used?
I think I used the word found.
Okay, it's fond, F-O-N-D.
Okay, found.
I'm very fond,
Fond.
like fond. Okay, I'm very fond because found is something that you find, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So then you also said that you have tasted all the chocolates and all the different brands. I personally would not use the word tasted over here. I would say tried.
Okay, fine.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Sarwar, are you ready?
Yeah, ma'am. I'm
All
ready.
right, you can start now.
Okay. First of all, I'd like to express my greetings to you and thanks for giving me an opportunity to discuss with you guys. Your question was if you could eat only three things for the rest of your life, what would they be? Is it? Hello?
Yeah, do you see the stopwatch on the screen?
No. Yeah.
Okay, so you've already spent 27 seconds with a greeting. So I'm going to reset this for you. So the question again is, if you could eat only three things for the rest of your life, what would they be? Okay, so you
Fruits
directly
and
get
baby.
answering that question.
Okay, my answer is that's biryani. Perhaps you have heard the name of biryani. Being a Dhakaya person, I'm Bangladeshi. You may know that. I live in Dhaka.
Mhm.
Being a Dhakaya person, I'm fond of biryani. So, if you want to know about three things, I'd like to repeat it. That is biryani, biryani, and biryani.
Okay, you still have 30 seconds.
Okay. Uh, uh, Actually, I'm fond of biryani. That's
Okay,
it.
we're gonna leave it to that. So you just want to have biryani, biryani, and biryani the whole.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. Not a problem at all. All right. So everybody got a chance to speak, right? If I'm not mistaken. Great. You all did well. I don't need to give you. I don't need to give you my 2 cents in this, or an explanation, or my sort of like what are the three things, because you've done a great job. All right. So
I had a question to you, ma'am.
yes, go ahead.
Can
Go
I
ahead.
ask you?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Please don't take it negatively.
Right.
It's my what will I say? Uh, my curiosity.
Uh-huh.
That is, why are you conducting this type of program? What's the reason behind this?
Okay. Is this your first time here, Sarwar?
Hello.
Is this your first time on my channel?
Yeah.
Okay, first time here. Okay. So what I would suggest is, whenever you get off, please go like my page, go to the YouTube channel, subscribe and like it. This is something that I do
Okay.
on a very regular basis. I am an English language teacher. I've been teaching for like over 20 years now. And because Corona days are here, everybody's home. So I'm taking this opportunity to come live on my Facebook and on my YouTube, and then speak to people in English so I can help them become more confident and more fluent speakers.
Yeah, that's a
That's it.
noble job.
Thank you very much.
I think so.
Thank you. So
Thank
I
you.
do these 3 sessions on my page. If anybody wants to take private sessions or group classes, then of course I charge for those. And you can inbox me for details if you're interested. Otherwise, we continue with the 3 sessions.
Maha, what's your YouTube channel name?
English or Canada?
English or Canada as one?
Same name.
Yes, same name. One word. Hi Rehan, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome back. Welcome back. So you're ready to do these conversations with us?
Oh, so we're live on YouTube too.
Yes. I go live on Facebook and
Sorry, I
I go live on Facebook and YouTube together. Okay. Are we ready for the next topic?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. Rehan, do you want to read that topic out for me, please? Rehan?
I think Rehan is.
He's on.
He's coming from. I think he's coming from. What do you call it?
hello.
His mobile, so he might not be able to see
Yeah.
that. It's
see.
too small.
I can see. I think it was mute. Sorry.
Okay.
It was mute,
Okay.
so you might haven't heard it. Well, the topic is, when you are having a bad day, what do you do to make yourself better, feel better?
Yes. So when you are having a bad day, what do you do to make yourself feel better? Okay. So please tell me who wants to go first. Otherwise, I'll start choosing myself. Okay, let's go in the order of people who are here. So Mr. Muhammad Ali Tusi first, then we'll have,
Yeah.
then we're gonna have Rehan, and then we're gonna have Sahib, and then we're gonna have Sarah. And you
Okay.
have 1 minute. As
1
usual,
minute.
you have 1 minute for it. Once I share the screen of the timer, then you can start. Just wait for me. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
then Go ahead.
When I'm having a bad day, what do I do to make myself feel better? I actually try to treat myself. I try to treat myself. I try to look at the positive aspect of whatever I am in, and I try to treat myself in one way or the other. Maybe eat something which is nice, or do something which is pleasant, and I try to calm myself, and I try to thank whatever I already have, and I try to look at the positivity around whatever the situation I'm in. That's normally what I try to do. And sometimes, sometimes I react very weirdly within my family. Yeah, sometimes I do react.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Perfectly on time. Next one is who's next one on the screen? Junaid, are you there?
He's coming. He just sent a message. He's coming in 5 minutes.
Okay, so I'm just going to put him backstage. Okay,
Yeah.
Sarwar, are you ready? Sarwar, can you hear me?
Yeah, ma'am.
All right.
I can hear you. So, will I start now?
Go ahead.
Okay. What do you do to make yourself feel better? I just pray my say prayer when I feel hurt by someone or something. And I try to make a relation between my Creator, Almighty Allah, and I always try to make a relation and bonding with Him. That's it.
That's it. Okay, great. Thank you so much. All right. Sohaib, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Start, please.
Well, by nature, I'm an introvert person. I don't normally react a lot after having a bad day. Mostly, I spend my time thinking. I take a break from whatever happened at that situations. I sit back and relax. I think of what could have been better, and this way, I try to heal myself. And normally, this works. I know that whatever the situation is, it doesn't last too long, and if situation doesn't improve, I try to offer prayer, and I try to offer as slow as I can, because the slower you pray, I feel you can meditate yourself in a better way. So I think these kind of things do help in normally my routine life. Well, that's it.
Okay, great. Well done. So you were 10 seconds short, but that was good. Rehan, are you ready? Rehan, are you there? No. Okay, so Junaid is back. Hi, Junaid, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So Rehan, whenever you're ready, you're going to be after Junaid. All right. So Junaid, the question is, when you're having a bad day, what do you do to make yourself feel better? Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, okay, start.
Okay. All right, start.
Okay, when I have a bad day, the things I used to do is like to think about the good thoughts, like uh, do some exercise, more more connected to the nature, like it will be good for mental health. Mm, like more connected to the family, discuss something with the family and with the parents. It will help relieve the stress and all that bad stuff which is going on in the mind.
Great. Thank you so much. That was good. So you could have spoken more about the nature and said that you like to go on walks, maybe, by a riverside, up in the mountains, or something of that sort, right? So then you
Yeah.
could have extended on that. All right. So we also have here Maz. Hi, Maz. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you?
I am good. Thank you very much. So you know what we're doing here, right?
Yeah.
Great. So you have 1 minute to talk about when you're having a bad day, what do you do to make yourself happy? Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. And your time starts now.
Well, when I'm having a bad day, I try to connect with friends whom I haven't talked to in a while, and maybe hang out and have some food with them. Secondly, I try to do things like I'm very interested in doing automotive work, so I try and make repair my bike or do work in my car. Uh, that's it.
You have 30 more seconds.
I can't think of anything else right now.
No? Okay. So if you cannot think of anything,
That's
all
it for
you
now.
have to do is extend your thoughts. Okay. So whatever you've talked about is, you said that you like to work on your cars, right? So you can just say that one of my favorite cars to work
Yeah.
on is maybe a Camry 2017, 2018, whatever, or maybe a Mustang or a Ferrari or whatever it is, right? So just extend that. The last topic that you have, or the main idea that you have said, just drag it a little bit more. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. And
So I'll try next time.
sorry.
I'll try on the next question.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you very much. I am going to be posting down. There's so many questions, but all right. The next question is, what has been your favorite family vacation? That's a pretty easy topic. What has been your favorite family vacation? Okay.
Should I go first?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, my favorite family vacation is, I would say, in 2006 I went to Switzerland. I was based in England at that time, and I went to Switzerland with my wife, and I think that was, I mean, we were just husband and wife at that time, so the family was husband and wife. That's it, because we were living over there in England. So that was my family, and yeah, that was a very nice time. We spent time in Jungfrau. I saw Geneva. I went to Zurich. I went to Zug, and I went to Jungfrau, and I went to that top of Europe, that mountain. I went there. I ate a lot of chocolates. The milk was delicious. The milk was delicious. Everywhere we went, we could find chocolates, and it was a beautiful place.
Great, perfect. I can see that you are sticking to the 57 minutes, which is
Yeah.
amazing. All right, Rehan, welcome back. Can you hear me, Rehan?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
Can you
perfect.
hear me?
You're next. Okay.
Okay.
What has been your favorite family vacation?
Well, the vacation I went with my family last year in September. We were having a full week full of holidays, so we had planned to go to Natyagari. Since the weather here was really hot, so we have chosen a place, a hill area, so that we can enjoy the weather over there. We were getting a lot of reviews and posts on the Facebook regarding that location, so we decided that we will go to Natyagari. We will stay there for a day and a night, and then the next day we will move to Ahmedabad. And we were planning to visit a lake, which is an artificial lake the government has taken, 2 years back. And yeah, the weather was quite certified, and we had a lot of fun over there. We have tried different activities over there, like the zip line, which is quite famous in that area, and we had enjoyed a lot that area.
Okay, great, perfect. Thank you so much. Silver, are you ready?
Yeah, ma'am.
All right, and your time
I'm
starts
ready.
now, Silver.
Okay, so the question was, what has been your favorite family vacation, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I don't have that type of memory because I like to uh, visit here and there with my friends. Most of the times, I like to visit uh, the all eye-catching places in my country and historical places also. And I made a lot of vacation with my friends. That's it.
Okay, good, good. So you didn't go with your family, which was perfectly fine, and you said that you have mainly gone on vacations with your friends. Perfect. Junaid, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, and your time starts now.
Uh, the favorite family vacation is basically I don't have a family vacation, but we went with the family on my cousin's marriage. Maybe it will count in the vacation. Uh, in the area in the North Punjab, Gujarat area, Jhelum. So it was a good visit. Like we enjoyed a lot at the cousin's wedding with all the family traditions and all the gatherings. All the cousins and relatives were gathered there. We had a good time meeting with our relatives. And also we went to some places there for the
Okay,
visit.
your time's up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And the last person that I have here, Ali Naeem, how are you? Ali Naeem, can you sit up straight, please? Thank you very much, Ali Naeem. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
Great, perfect. So the question is, what has been your favorite family vacation?
My favorite family
I
vacation
your
place
no,
is,
just
I
one
think,
second. Just one second, Ali Naeem, your video is off.
now it's better.
Yes, now it's better. And your
Yes, ma'am.
this is going to be for 1 minute. You can see the timer on the screen, right?
Yes, ma'am. ठीक है.
Okay. All right. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. Ready.
Okay. And your time starts now.
Yes. My favorite family vacation is, ma'am, I think Haran Manar in Shekhupura and Jahangir Storm in the start of the Shadra, because a very great places that have not much rushy area,
Mhm.
and our traditional virsa, I can say, ma'am, because I don't have much good English, and great places that we are missing, not only to see, and we are not saving them. That's the pain I felt when I visit that places, and great place to see, visit with family. Great places. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Well done, everybody. I think you guys stayed on task for most of the time. Every time you get a question like this, please remember, no matter what the topic is, okay, whatever the topic is, you have to divide it up in 3 sections: past, present, and future. So, in a topic like this, how do you do a past, present, and future? So you would basically start saying that it's been a while since I've been on a vacation, but when I was younger, or about 10 years ago or 5 years ago, is when I used to go on vacations a lot. And there are many places that I have visited with my family and friends. In particular, I remember once when I was probably in my late teens. we took a trip down to the northern areas of Pakistan. We went down to what's that place? We went down to Pavan or Naran or Natagali, whatever it was, and then describe who was with you in your family. So if you're getting out of ideas, then start talking about who was in the family with you, right? How was the journey? How did you go? What did you do there? How long did you stay? Did you like it or you didn't like it? And then you just quickly wrap it up. Okay? So always remember, whatever the topic of discussion is, always have what, when, where, and how. These are the questions that you should always address, that I have just put them on the screen as well. What, when, where, and how. And of course, the fifth question that comes with it is why, if you want to. Okay? So when did you go? And you can change the order of these, right? When did you go? What did you do? Where did you go? How did you go? And then of course you have the who, right? So I'm going to write that again. When, what, where, how, and who. There we go. All right?
Right.
Yes. Go ahead, Aline. Do you have a question?
Ma'am, how can I practice English, spoken English, much more betterly? Because I can read and understand write English very well, but
Okay.
the spoken English I am much more hesitant and not very much good.
For that, you have to practice. Do you have anybody in your circle of friends or family who speaks English?
My family, no, ma'am, not much. No.
Okay, so I would suggest that you put your camera in front of you, turn on the video, okay, and have a newspaper and read it out loud.
Okay.
Okay, that's one thing. The other thing is you can listen to music, to songs in English, but slow songs, not rap and not all that stuff. Very slow songs from the 1980s. So if you go to YouTube and write songs to learn English, you'll get a long list of songs to learn English. Okay, take a screenshot and read the lyrics. Not sing them, read the lyrics.
Yes, ma'am. I'm now. Sorry, interrupted you.
No,
please,
that's okay. I would
finish.
say talk to yourself if you don't have anybody else.
And now I'm just I have some issue of time because I'm started some online courses. I am just trying to watch movies with subtitles and try to understand them. First, at the beginning I was watching the movies with Urdu dubbing,
Right.
but now I'm trying to watch them in English with subtitle and trying to understand them.
Okay.
Is it good?
It's not the best, but it is good. Yes. See,
Okay.
to learn English, because you don't have people around you, there is many different strategies that you can take, many different methods, and many different ways that you can practice your language skills, right? So do a mix and match. Even if you're watching a movie with subtitles, okay, if you want to learn English from it, because you don't want your mind to think what they're saying, you are practicing to learn to speak a language. So watch the film for, I would say, maximum 30 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, take screenshots of the subtitles
Okay.
and then repeat them. Write them
Okay,
down.
ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So
Okay.
once you take a screenshot, write down the subtitle. Okay.
Okay.
Turn on your video camera and repeat.
Okay.
And
Great,
try
great.
to use the same expression that the actors were using.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course,
Expression must be okay. Thick.
yes. This way, you will probably finish a movie in I don't know what, 3 weeks, or something, right? But
Yes.
you watch the movie, but don't try to think too much that you're going to learn English from it when you're watching the movie. But if
Okay.
you want to learn English, then you give yourself 30 seconds of a dialogue or of a scene, and then try to repeat.
Okay. Okay.
Because you can listen to English, right? You can understand it, But if you cannot speak it, because that means that you haven't had practice to speak it.
By taking this motive in mind, I can easily manage the short time of that movie, and definitely it will complete in many days. But I will learn how to understand movie and how to understand the expressions and emotions in a movie, and by practicing them, I will definitely able to speak English more confidently.
Yes, you need to practice that. Sorry,
Okay, thanks.
give me 1 minute. Muhammad Ali Tusi wants to leave. Thank you so much, Muhammad Ali Tusi, for being here. It was a pleasure having you, and do keep joining us every time we go on live.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, I know Maz is waiting down in the broadcast studio. Maz, I can't see your face, so I can't bring you on. The lights have to be turned on, and you have to be sitting up straight as well for me to bring you onto this live stream. So Maz, please. Okay, Ali, any other questions you have for me?
Ma'am, please repeat your procedure to teach English, and how can I join your channel?
Okay, so my
Or
channel over here, I do English conversation classes only. It's free of cost. If somebody wants
Great.
to join in this live stream, I have just pasted the address. So every time I go live, I paste the address. People come in, have a conversation, right? So I don't
Okay.
teach language, grammar or vocabulary or pronunciation, any of that sort. We're just practicing speaking the language. Now,
Great.
if you want to join a class, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I have 2 students already. I'm looking for 3 more. So you can inbox me and I'll send you the details. So if I have a group of 5 students, then I'll give you 1 hour every few days, and then we can have a proper class. But that's going to be at a price.
At a
Can
price.
you please tell about your class? What do you teach in your class? Like, what will be its procedures and
I
all
can
things?
understand, ma'am, what will you teach in the class? But here I have a question about how much it will take the expense or
Um,
cost.
Okay, see, it all depends on how long you're booking it for, right? So once you inbox me, if it's, I'll give you the details, because I have some discounts going for other people, and then for some people it's at a regular price. So if you have a group of 5 people,
Okay, ma'am.
if it's a group of 5 people, then per person it's $10.
$10 class or up a whole course?
No, for a class, $10 a class,
Oops. Yes,
right?
ma'am.
If I have more than 5 people, then I can bring it down a bit more.
Oops.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and your class would be about an hour, hour and a half long.
Okay.
It would be almost an hour and a half long class with 5 people.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, Junaid was asking me that what's going to be in the class. In the class, you would have, your reading, writing, speaking, and listening.
Ma'am,
Obviously, all the people will be off the same level. So then you would practice accordingly.
ma'am, I can explain that I'm taking some online courses. Some are paid and practicing them. And if right now I'm not able to pay $10 for a class, then can I manage? Can I have any provision to join you? Or when I will start earning online or something later, then I will pay, or join your class.
Right. You can
All
message
right.
me. You can message me. It's just that because I can only start a class if I have 5 students, right? So if
Okay,
I
ma'am.
have a minimum 5 students, then I can start up a class and see how it goes. But it's hard for me to bring down the price and stuff. I mean, we can. This is not something that I want to discuss on a live session. But like I said, you can inbox.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, I will inbox you about the complete cost that I have to pay, or I will pay in cuts. What can I say it? Kisko. But we will discuss it inshallah in box.
Okay. All right. So we have here another person who's joined us, Azhar and Maz. Hi,
Ma'am,
Azhar.
last question.
Hello, ma'am. Hi, you're right.
You have English or Canada
Yes.
group? Okay, I will inbox you now.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Azhar, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Ma'am. You're right, everybody's okay.
Perfect. Where are you joining us from?
Basically, ma'am, I live in England, Water-on-Trent, but my English is not well. I try to speak English, so that's why I'm joining in.
Okay, and what do you do in England?
I'm working here. It's healthcare at home, like
How
yeah,
long
medicine
have you
delivery.
been in England for?
4 years.
4 years. Okay, great. Maz is here. Hi, Maz. How are you? Hi, Maz. How are you?
I am doing good.
Great. Where are you tuning in from?
Hello, yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Where are you tuning in from?
I'm from Karachi.
From Karachi. Okay. So I usually don't have people coming here if the light's not on, but obviously you sent me a message. That's why you're here.
Yeah, as I mentioned before that I'm sitting in my terrace, so I've got no lights over here, so that's why you can't see my face really.
That's okay. That's okay. So what do you do, Maz?
I'm doing ACCA.
What is ACCA?
You don't know about ACCA?
No, I don't. What is ACCA?
Hello?
Yeah, what is ACCA?
Hello?
Okay, I can't hear him. So I'm going to bring Ali Naeem. Hi, Ali Naeem. Welcome back.
Yes, ma'am.
Great, great, great. So, okay, so Azhar is here and Junaid is here and Ali is here. What I would like to do is, Junaid, I would like, because you've been here the longest, you are going to ask Azhar questions about him. So you want to get to know him, okay?
Okay.
And then Naeem, you would also have questions ready maybe for Junaid or for Azhar. And then Azhar, maybe you can have questions ready for Junaid and for Naeem. So I would like you to spend at least a minute or 2 minutes getting to know each other.
Okay.
All right, so just say hi, and then take the name of the person that you want to speak to.
Hi, Asghar. I will speak.
Hello,
how are
hi,
you?
you're on. I'm good, thank you.
Hello,
How are
guys, how are
you?
you?
You are from England?
Yeah, I'm from England. So in Pakistan, I'm from Kashmir, Mirpur Azad Kashmir.
Or
My
Mirpur
home
Azad
village is. Yeah,
I have been
yeah.
to Mirpur Azad Kashmir, to Mangla Dam and all that places.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same
I'm
here.
from Karachi, basically. I live in Karachi.
Nice to meet you. And what's about Corona in Karachi? Everything's okay.
Corona situation in Karachi is not okay, but people are not restricting themselves at their homes, and they are going out, and nobody cares about Corona.
Yeah, I think Sam like here as well because I live in near Birmingham. So here's nobody caring. Everybody's going to in these days, especially in these days. Weather is I think it's very good weather. It's 20-degree temperature, and everybody's going to park. Everybody's not caring. But months ago, everybody's scared.
Corona have many disadvantages, but the atmosphere we are enjoying this year in Pakistan and even in all over the world has just great. It has filled out the ozone layer deficiency, and all the weather conditions have become great all over the world. It is the only benefit that I have seen regarding coronavirus.
I agree with you on that one, Ali Naeem.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
basically, ma'am, I have one question for you. I'm sending 2-3 times text message, but nobody reply me for your messenger.
where?
You use messenger as well?
Yes, I do. Did you send me messages on English or Canada?
Canada, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think Canada.
English or Canada? Is that where you sent me a message?
Yeah, English Canada.
I
But
will check. And is it your ID, Azhar Iqbal? Is that what your name is?
it's Chaudhary, CHAZHARIQBAL. But when this broker is finished, I'll try to send again as well, please.
Okay, I'm just, I have a Chaudhry Ghulam Shabir who has sent me a message. That's not you?
No.
No.
No. My name is Sia Chaudhry Azhar Iqbal.
Okay, no, I don't.
ID name is. But after broadcast, I'm sending again.
Okay, you can do that.
Yeah.
You can do that. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
No
Thank you,
worries,
ma'am.
no worries. Okay, so do you want to talk about a topic?
Yeah.
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 All right. So the question is, if you had to live in a different country,
Yeah.
what would it? All right, so this is a question that I've just posted on the screen as well. If you had to live in a different country, what would it be? Can you all see it?
Hello.
Can you see the question on the screen?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, perfect.
If you had to live in different country, what would it be?
All right, who wants to go first? You have to speak for a minute on this, okay? So can I have Junaid go first? Is that okay?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, okay.
First Junaid, and then it's going to be Ali. No, then it's going to be Azhar, and then it's going to be
Yeah.
Ali. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Junaid, your time starts now.
Okay. If I had to live in a different country, what would it be? I like my country very much. Pakistan is a great country. It's a beloved country. But if I want to live in a different country, that would be maybe the United States of America. It's a superpower of the world, and it's a good country. It has more technologies and all things. Because I have engineering background, and America is the number one leading in all the technologies and all things. That's why I would prefer America, because I think there I would have a better future for myself and my family, and more opportunities I will get there related to my field. That's it.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Great. Azhar, are you ready? If you could choose another country to live in, what would it be? Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, and your time starts now.
So I'm happy like in this country, but if I choose to another country, so I'm going to Canada as well. I think it's better to go in Canada. But I love in my Pakistan very much, especially Kashmir. And I have all opportunity here as well, so I think it's all right here. Yeah.
Okay, so you would like to stay there in the UK and not go anywhere else?
Yeah.
Why?
Basically here I have all opportunities well, because I have my own house, I have my own car, I have like job, everything's.
Okay. So
So
especially
I'm going to like on holiday going to Pakistan. I love my country as well in Pakistan, especially Kashmir as well.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Next one, we have Ali Naeem. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and your time starts now.
Yes, ma'am. If I have to choose another country to live, I will choose UAE, because they have lots of opportunity of business, jobs there, and we can learn. There are living almost every country's person there. So we have lots of opportunity to learn from many cultures as well, and there have many opportunities of businesses, of almost every kind of business there. And we can move. The best thing I love uh, is that we can move to Saudi Arab for Umrah or any other purpose by road. That's the beauty of UAE, and we have almost very opportunity to live or to do business or to do job there. That's it.
Great, perfect. Thank you so much. That was very
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Just about 1 minute. Perfect. All right. So we have a new person here, and his name is Maddie. Hi, Maddie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you tuning in from, Maddie?
Right now, Karachi, Pakistan.
Okay, so you're from Karachi, Pakistan. And what do you do, Maddie?
I'm from Hyderabad originally, but I do freelancing and digital marketing.
That's interesting. Okay. And how did you land up on this page?
Well, I've seen your posts and live sessions on Hisham's page and some other pages. I've seen you on Wakar's page. So a couple of people that I follow, you've been there, and I think one of my friends also interviewed you recently. So you've been around on my timeline everywhere.
Your friend interviewed me. Who's that?
I think one of, I don't exactly remember, but I've seen you like it may have been Hisham's page or some other page, but you were on a
Yes,
couple
ma'am.
of pages that I follow regularly.
I have already seen ma'am on Wakar Zakar's live session.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people know me from either Wakar Saka, well, mainly from Wakar Saka's videos. Yeah, I do go live over there and, given my 2 cents
A
about
dangerous person, ma'am. Courage is needed to attend his live session, and
Yes.
you have attended very well, ma'am.
Yeah, I mean, for me, honestly speaking, Ali Naeem, I'm not scared of anyone except, of course, Allah, right?
Great.
And I also know that if I'm saying something, on live on video, right, it's going to be recorded for the rest of
Yes.
my existence and the existence of this planet. So I have to choose my words very carefully and correctly, right?
Great.
But do you reckon he does the same?
Sorry? No,
Does
yeah,
he-
of course he does. He does. Wakar is a very smart boy.
Mhm.
So you understand that he's aware and conscious of every word that he says, and he's also aware of the consequences of it staying forever, and
See, that's the
because
way
you know him well. I just followed him for that particular week because there was this interview he had to do. But you came on there and I saw you there as well. And then I follow Hisham's page regularly.
Right.
So you came on there as well. So are you sure that he's completely like self-aware of this fact that everything that he says?
Totally. He knows what he's doing.
Great.
Okay.
He knows
I
what
appreciate the
And
courage.
that's why, ma'am-
like you said, yeah.
And ma'am, that's why you joined him, and that's in that session.
For many reasons. I've been on his live sessions before as well.
Okay,
Wakar
okay.
is he's a very supportive person. And then the reason why I like to sometimes go onto his pages is because I know what his intentions are behind whatever he does.
Okay.
It doesn't matter to me how he speaks or the language he uses or whatever. That's his problem, not my problem, right? But I know that if I'm sharing, and for a fact, you can go back and check the live videos with him as well. If I'm sharing the screen with Wakar, there is no bad language that goes on.
Ma'am, your session was, I think, the most secure session of one of the most secure session of him. I think so.
Which one was this? Which one were you talking about?
I think I have seen Maulana Tariq Jamil's.
Right.
You
Yes.
have, yes.
Yes.
He has most secure conversation with you.
Yes. Because he knows what I will say. And see, okay, now you're coming on English or Canada, all of you, right? I don't
Okay.
know you and you don't know me. But you know that when you come to English or Canada, you have to speak in a certain manner.
Hmm.
what is expected of this page, right? Now,
Right, right.
so you know that, okay, if you speak to Maha on English or Canada, this is how she's going to speak to you. So if I come onto your pages, I'll speak the way I want to speak, not the way
Okay.
people want me, right? So if I go to Waqar Zaka's live video, so he knows what I will say online and what I won't say online. And I don't fight online. I don't argue with people and say bad words or curse them or cuss them or whatever it is. I don't use that kind of language. So when I come online, it's very clear that, okay, there's no bad words going around with her because she doesn't like it. Right?
Right.
No,
ma'am.
but you did come on his page knowing full well that what you just described actually happens on his page on a regular basis, like using foul language, all of that.
Yes. But at least when
Okay.
I'm there, it doesn't happen.
Fair
Between
play.
me and him.
Okay.
Between me
Yes,
and him.
ma'am.
I read the followers writing whatever they have to write. It doesn't matter to me. But I
Ma'am,
know the person that I'm meeting or I'm sharing the screen with, he's not disrespecting me.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Along with your session, the Reham Khan session, and I think Maulana, another Maulana of Ahl Tishi.
Maulana Zamir
their-
Ahmed Naqvi.
Yes, yes. Their session is almost behind you, and Baral, your session was the great, and he has done a very long session of 2 or 3 days with Qadianis. But your session was the most pure. By the way, Waqar Zaga has the most respectful conversation with you. I
Yes.
must say.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I must say.
All,
Yes, yes.
all thanks to Waqar. He has, like I said, he gives me the respect, right?
Yes,
There are
ma'am.
many people who come onto his live sessions, they fight and they scream, and you know what happens there, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
I have gone to his sessions before as well. And when the headphones show started, so I've gone on to his sessions before. So he made sure that I came at the beginning, not in the middle and not at the end. So when I come at the beginning, there's no foul language going on. There's no bad words going on. And after I leave, he can do whatever he wants. So he knows the respect everybody demands.
Deserves. Okay.
And right? So he gives you the due respect. So if I go there and say, okay, I don't mind using bad languages, sorry, bad language, I don't mind cussing at people, I don't mind using the F word, and I don't mind, cursing people in Urdu. So then that's what it starts. Then he will say, okay, fine, let's just do it then. But I have to set myself straight and go like, okay, this is what I don't want. So if anybody wants to come on a live session, if I'm there on Waqar Zaka's and wants to fight with me, I'm not interested. Because it doesn't go with my personality, right?
It would be, I was going to say, it would be very interesting because I've seen a few of your sessions. It would be extremely interesting to see you get confrontational with somebody because I've seen a few minutes of yours, right? The way you carry yourself, the way the conversation is carried, right? It would be a
Right.
treat to watch, by the way.
I am very careful about, I usually in my normal day-to-day life, I don't use bad words. I have been teaching for like 25 years. So I think it's become a habit for me not to use wrong vocabulary or, foul language online, right? So even I have had situations because obviously I go to couple of other pages as well. We have talk shows and things like that. You see people getting out of hand, but I have to control my temper and go like, no, okay, I am a teacher. I'm an educator.
First and foremost.
Exactly. I have a lot of people who look up to me. I have a lot of people who show me respect. So the image of a teacher cannot be destroyed just because I'm losing my temper. Right? So I have to be 100% aware of everything that I do online, everything that I say online, the way I dress up, the way I speak, who I interact with, everything. Because this is the real life now,
Yes.
It is, and it is a challenge for people like me because it gets extremely, because I'm a creative director by profession, and I play around with all kinds of arts.
Right.
So not all sides of me are particularly of interest or maybe even relevant, or some of it may even come across as offensive to a huge section of people
Right.
who actually follow and do what I do. And I've
Right.
been a trainer, and I've been with this teaching and facilitation and coaching industry.
Mhm.
So that's one huge challenge. Say, for example, I want to launch a rap song. Now
Right.
imagine if with somebody who has a trail of students following them, hanging on to things that you have to say, quoting your things on Twitter,
Right.
and then you come up with something that's a completely offset of it's a completely different new thought. So
Right.
it becomes very challenging. I treat it as like a multiple personality disorder with creative people, because you have one page at most, and say if you're a few things and you want to share all of that,
Right.
you yourself will have a tough time following a social timeline and a branding strategy and a content strategy and whatnot.
Yes, and that usually those issues usually arise when you turn yourself into a brand, right? So as long as you yourself as a person are not a brand, you're okay. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I stand corrected. So I had a personal brand developed around my training and coaching persona, right?
Right.
So there's this Maddie Murtaza, who's a public speaker and who's a coach and who's a workshop leader, and all of that. And he's also an advertising person and a marketing person. And then he's a writer, and then he's a poet, and then he's a rapper, and then he's a songwriter, and then he's a musician, and then he's a guitarist. So it's been like, because I do branding and marketing for a living for other people. So me having this conversation is sarcasm on a whole different level.
Right.
That having a personal brand and maintaining all different facets of it, you get confused of which medium do I use for what, and what audience did I have on which channel. So if I'm sharing a song promo, did they know me from my communication workshop, or
Right.
did they know me from my musical background? So it gets tougher by the day. And you don't want to, as a creative person, you don't want to limit yourself, right?
No.
You don't want to go like, oh, I'm not going to do this because this is not me. Oh, this is me, and that is me, and everything is me. Whatever I want to do is becoming a part of me as a creative person.
True.
It's complicated. I think I'm going to need a psychologist.
No,
This
you-
is catharsis. This session is a self-reflective session.
Yeah, so Maddie, what you basically need to do is basically find that link between the different things that you do. So even if you are a motivational speaker, like you say that you are a creative director, you do trainings and things like that. Now the rapper wants to come out, right? And you want to come up as a rapper, but you've got this whole thing going on as well. So find that link, which is between a motivational speaker and a trainer. Find that link, which is between a trainer and a creative director. And then find that link, which is between a creative director and the rapper.
Yeah,
once you have
that's
that
work in progress. But what you're saying, I completely agree. I concur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once
Totally.
you have that established, like, I've been approached by many people and they're like, okay, why don't you do recorded shows with us, or come into acting, or, host a TV show? And I'm like, I can't do that because I'm more of a live person.
Yeah.
I have a whole setup at home where I have my cameras and my studio set up and my lights, all that comes with the stuff, right? But I cannot turn on the camera and start recording myself because my brain doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
I've always been in front of people. I've always spoken to real live people. I've been doing live sessions now, I think probably, 6 years or something, 7 years, probably even more, right? Ever since the live.
And by live sessions, you mean in-person sessions, or do you mean like this?
Water.
Live.
Facebook.
Okay, yeah.
Facebook Live.
Yes.
I started doing
Right.
Facebook Live, I think, in 2014 and 15, when it was just
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. We're talking about live versus recorded sessions here, right? To get the camera on and to record the whole thing with the lights and with the whole setup with the script and all.
yes. I can't do that. I mean, I'm sure I
Uh-huh.
can, but I'm not used to it because
Yeah.
I've been doing live streaming, like I said, for like almost 6-7 years. I'm very comfortable with looking at people on the screen, interacting. I like to see the messages on the side. I like to see the hearts and the lights. So my mind works like that. If it's a
Okay.
recorded session with a screen of people, I can do it. But if it's just me recording myself, my mind doesn't accept it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
I just
Here the
recently
case
recorded
is-
a few of my modules.
Okay.
I
would
know
love
what
to
you're
do
talking
that.
about.
But
Here the case is, I must say, ulta. people love to like to.
Ali,
Yes,
Ali,
ma'am.
Ali, sorry, 1 second. Junaid needs to leave. He's feeling sleepy. Yes, Junaid, you want to leave now?
Yeah, I'm leaving now. Today was a good session. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here, Junaid.
Junaid.
Have a good night.
Okay, good night.
Take care. Good night.
Allah Hafiz.
Great. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
All right. Yes, Ali, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. People like to record a video offline,
Mhm.
not in a live stream, and you like to use video or take video in a live stream.
Yes.
That's very strange for me.
It's it's strange, but because I have been, like I said, I've been teaching now for 25 years. So 25 years is a very long time. It's a lifetime.
Very long time. Yes,
Very,
it's
very
a
long.
long time. Yes.
So I'm always used to being in front of people.
Okay.
And I used to record videos before, of course, but like just basic stuff like vlogs and things like that, right? But ever since the Facebook Live opened up, I found this to be more exciting,
Okay.
right?
And have you experimented with YouTube as well?
No, I haven't. I'm just starting it now, but not
Okay.
as much as Facebook. I used to live
Okay.
in Dubai before, so in Dubai, Facebook was more popular and
Yeah.
more accessible and more appreciated and acknowledged. So I've always been on Facebook Lives. Yeah.
Okay. I have been actively avoiding coming on camera for the past 4 or 5 years. I only recently got back. I did a few sessions for Hisham Server's audience. He invited me, he was doing these live sessions and he was inviting people over.
I think
So
I yeah,
He's doing great job.
yeah, might have been. Hisham is awesome, by the way.
right. He is.
So lots of love for him. I did a few sessions for him and I did a few sessions on my page. But this was me coming back to video literally because I went off camera. I went behind the camera. I became a director. I wrote scripts and I then shot ads for TV, for digital, for YouTube, for brands locally. So that became so exciting for me that I went behind the camera and just never came back. And I literally debranded my personal brand from a motivational speaker, completely disappeared. I didn't even look the same way, by the way, 5 years ago. If you Google my name,
right.
with this spelling, M-A-D-D-I, if you Google my name, you'll find this strange, bald guy, clean shaved, a little chubby. That's also me. So there was this whole personal brand going on 5 years ago, and I literally debranded, grew my hair back, got this, stuff going. And now that I'm coming back on camera, it's like a reinvention phase where I'm, like you said, finding a link between my creative direction, my advertising background, my trading and coaching background, and bringing it all together. Because now I'm a freelancer as well. I used to hire freelancers for my digital agencies. Now I'm doing a freelance service myself and teaching the same. So it's like me coming back and things coming full circle. I don't know how music is going to fit into this yet because I haven't done it for a year now. I've been just swimming in freelancing and digital marketing for the past 14, 15 months. So no time for music. But that's the only final missing link. Everything else is coming together. It's fun.
Mari, can I ask you something?
Go ahead, Ali.
Thank you, ma'am. I am just learning now freelancing. Okay. And my favorite niche is SEO. What do you feel about freelancing? And tell me how freelancing have improved your spoken English or communication skill.
I think it's a good question. I was just discussing this with my students today as well. That it hasn't freelancing per se hasn't improved my communication. My communication has improved my freelancing. My clients, although my profile, because I operate from Karachi, right? My profile still says the freelancer is from Pakistan. Doesn't matter what platform I'm using, but I try to get them on a meeting. So as soon as the meeting happens and they speak to me, they are gobsmacked. They're like, "Where are you from exactly?" And I go, "I'm from Pakistan." It's like, "How come your English is blah, blah, blah?" And there comes a story, right? Here's the connection. Here's the relationship. They're talking to a real person who happens to be out of Pakistan, who's, educated from England, has a setup. And so this actually turns all the things in my favor and they get quite impressed when I can speak their language. It doesn't matter where they're from, North America, Australia, New Zealand, UK. I've lived in UK for 4 years. But
Okay.
other than that, my communication was better even before I went to the UK because I loved the language. So
Right.
I think somebody else was mentioning if watching movies with subtitles was a good idea. So what I used to do is I used to listen to English songs and print out their lyrics and go with the lyrics and remember those lyrics and vibe with them, and then moved in hip hop and rock and all kinds of genres, right? So I was speaking their language before I went to England, and my English was even complimented upon by people who were born and bred in the UK, and they used to be surprised that "Bhai, tu Pakistan se aaya, and how come you're speaking like us and all that." So it has helped positively. If you have great speaking, conversational skills, and you're speaking to a client, you can multiply your revenues by 50, 70%. You can charge higher rates just by this communication skill.
Right. Great
It
tip.
takes time and patience, and you have to be very consistent and persistent.
Great,
Otherwise,
ma'am.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's
First
totally.
of
something that
all, I have to improve my communication skill, and then I have to apply my other skills to my freelancing career.
right.
Right.
Yeah, you have to master SEO and you have to master communication. So that's
Great.
how you sell the SEO services.
Yes. Great.
So I was just before this, Maddie, I was just going to say with your link, the only person I can think of, which I would, I mean, you don't have to follow him or whatever. It's just my 2 cents. Is Muru.
Muru.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Only because he is a creative guy. He does songs as well, and his dramas.
I already do. I'm sold on Muru completely. As an artist, I'm sold on Muru. So yeah, he does a lot of the stuff that I do, and I relate to him a lot. There's some stuff that I'm actually a fan of his music in the beginning. I appreciate his music. I appreciate how he cuts his videos and all. Very talented guy, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So see how he's got his music going on. He's got his skits going on. He's got a mix of all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So again, the only reason I mentioned it is because don't hesitate to get back into the music.
I know. Let me
Ma'am, he has YouTube channel.
get my rapper hat on, so just so you know.
That's good. You can rap here for us if you want. Not a problem at all.
Oh, I was just kidding about the rap part. It started as a joke in Ramzan. I actually ended up writing 2 rap songs as a challenge.
Right.
So I guess I'm a rapper now, but it's not something. I do music, but the rapper thing is, maybe there, maybe not. It's just something I'm dabbling with.
Okay.
I wrote a song called Astaghfar Bro in Ramzan. It's
Go
gonna
ahead.
be fun.
We would love to listen
What,
to it.
right now?
Yeah, sure. If you're
Oh
okay
my
with it, there's no
God.
copyrights and there's you haven't launched it, that's a different story. But if you feel that you
Oh,
can,
not at all. Nobody knows about this song, and I'm on Facebook, nobody except for my close friends.
Right.
They've heard because I did a demo on my phone. But other than that,
Get on.
actually, because I'm a freelancer, right? I'm gonna share something I wrote recently. It's not Astaghfar Bro. It's my freelancer song.
Great. Go ahead.
Hello.
Let me just
Hello,
pull
ma'am.
it up.
yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
Okay, there's background noise coming from somewhere. I'm not really sure. I hear girls talking. If
Surely it's not from my side, ma'am.
no, okay. No, they won't quite know. Ali, is it from your side? Your family is talking?
Ma'am, I'm alone in my room right now.
Okay. Maddie, what about you?
Belle, it's dead silent here.
Okay. Here, do you hear them talking?
I thought it was kids in your background, to be honest.
No, I've got nobody here.
Oh, there's kids, or there's a girl, or somebody.
Yeah, someone's talking somewhere. I have no idea. I'll have to mute
Ali, I think it's on Ali's side. I think it's on Ali's side because you muted and it went away, right? It's not there anymore.
maybe in a different room.
Ma'am, I am alone in my room and
Maybe we're catching some spirit frequencies.
Possible. We're catching some spirits. They're all back after Ramadan. So
I can't understand, and I'm not hearing, ma'am.
You can't hear
No
it?
sounds.
Yeah.
No.
Madam,
You're
it might be
definitely
a Buddha.
spirits. That's a telltale sign, you know. You can't hear them, we can.
Yes.
There's something in your background, man.
Okay, I must do what? I even have turned off my fan to clear my voice and
I think it's
to
better now, Ali. I think it's much better now.
They've gone. The girls have gone.
Okay. Maybe.
Yeah. So, Maddie, there is somebody called Ayatollah asking, when will your batch start? As said, that it will be after Eid.
Are they asking me?
Yes, they're asking you. Ayatollah is asking, when is your next batch going to start? As you mentioned.
My next batch is going to start in 3 weeks' time. We just started session 1 today. Only 10 people were supposed to be shortlisted. I haven't told the people who weren't selected yet. I've only emailed and, begun the session with the people who were shortlisted. So we've got the 10 people for batch this time around, but in 2 to 3 weeks' time, batch 2 is starting. So if you already, filled out your form, I have your details. I'll get back to you. Thanks. Thank you, Maha.
Welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so you're gonna let's just quickly talk to Usman before we come back to your music.
Please do.
Hi, Usman. How are you?
Yes, I'm absolutely fine. I'm actually very excited to be here. I just gone through this page, English O Canada, and I really wanted to interact with you, ma'am. It's really feeling good to be here. Actually, I'm keenly interested to learn about this language. I actually attended many of the sessions in my university. I'm from Kazim University, and
Which university?
Qaid Azam University, Islamabad.
Okay.
And I attended English language sessions many times, but not find it in a fruitful manner. But still, I'm trying to learn it all day by day. I'm actually doing PhD mathematics from Kazim University, and professionally, I'm a teacher. I'm teaching mathematics. And
Oh my God.
yes, ma'am.
That's not my favorite subject at all, but okay.
I'm teaching mathematics actually. So recently, ma'am, I've just applied for Canada. Basically, there is a 6 months research visit for foreign country, from which is given by the Higher Education Commission Pakistan, and it consists of several countries. You may visit any of the country, any of the top 200 countries. You need to visit it, and I just applied it for Canada. And I just applied for visa approval, and at the meantime my visa was rejected because of some sort of work permit. Now it needs to get attached work permit for new visa renewal, visa approval, and I did not find it at the time of submission of my document. So that's why my visa was rejected, and I intended to apply it once again, but could not apply because of COVID-19 situation. And I'm recently I'm in touch with my foreign supervisor, which is in University of Waterloo, Canada, Ontario. Ontario. And he's yes,
Ontario.
Ontario.
Can you say that? Ontario. Thank you.
Ontario. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
So he just told me that still the situation in Canada is really worse, and they did not know when the virus dies down. And therefore he just said to me that Usman, you need to wait for a while, for some time. That's why I'm just waiting for it, and hopefully inshallah the situation will get better, and I will get my visa approval, and I'll be able to visit Canada inshallah for my research visit for 6 months.
Inshallah. It will probably, right now the universities are opening up in September, but they're not sure if they're going to have the studies on campus.
Yes, ma'am. My supervisor asked me the same thing, that it would be continue till September, tip September. It matlab, summer will be continue through COVID-19 holidays or some sort of this like that.
Mhm.
So I'm
You have
actually
been
waiting
admitted already?
for.
Have you been admitted at the University of Waterloo?
Yes, ma'am. I have admitted to University of Waterloo, and I just need a visa for to get into over there to get over there.
Yeah, that will probably happen sometime in June or July. Not-
Yes, ma'am. Hopefully.
yeah, inshallah.
So, how badly has this COVID situation affected immigration phases, if you're
A
aware
lot,
at all?
a lot more, madam.
Everything is closed.
Many of the PhD students who visit through this program, AIRSIP program. We call it AIRSIP, International Research Support Initiative Program. We call it shortly as AIRSIP program. Most of the
ASA.
students.
Sorry, can you repeat?
IRSIP, International Research Support Initiative Program.
Okay.
AIRSIP program. We shortly call it AIRSIP program. So many of the students from my department, mathematics department, have gone to different countries of the world, and due to COVID-19 situation, they won't get back to their country, Pakistan, or many of the students who were just in a position to fly over different countries in the world, they just don't take their visa approval or just get back their tickets and some sort of problems like that. So there it affects most of the students or all over the world. Every person is affected badly through this situation, so it's all hopefully.
Can I
Will
just
be
quickly
well.
give you a suggestion, if you don't mind, Usman Ali, because this is English or Canada? I would really appreciate it if you could work on your present and past perfect tenses.
Sure, ma'am.
So basically using have been, has been, and had been with the
Sure.
third form of the word, okay, with the verb. So I have been to Canada before, or I had been in an accident. So just look up present perfect and past perfect tenses, study that a bit, and I would like you to use those in your conversation instead of using the simple and the simple present and the simple past.
Sure.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you or anything, but because this is English or Canada, this is why I'm here. This is what I picked up. You've spoken really well. Your vocabulary is good. You are speaking with quite much of the fluency, but the only thing that I felt missing was the present and the past perfect tenses. So where they were required, you weren't using them.
I'll work on it, ma'am.
Yes.
Definitely work on it. Yes.
Great. Any questions, anyone?
No, I just want to say I empathize, Usman. I'm awaiting my immigration as well. My wife and kids are in Canada. They're near where Maha is. They're in Milton. So
okay.
I feel what the whole pandemic affecting the whole scenario. What else can I say?
Yeah, it's gonna be there. I mean, my family was supposed to visit me as well for the summer, but we don't know what's happening yet. So we're all stuck in
So whereabouts in Pakistan are you from?
I'm from Ahmedabad.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but I grew up in Dubai. So I grew up in United Arab Emirates in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, and I spent about, I would say, good 35 plus years in the United Arab Emirates.
Ahmedabad, ma'am. Specifically from which place?
I'm from Kunj Kadim.
Is it near to Mansehra or something?
No, it's Ahmedabad is near Mansehra, but where I come from in that city, it's right at the entrance of Abu Dhabi, not Abu Dhabi, Ahmedabad. So as soon as you enter Ahmedabad, ours is the first gully, you can say, that goes up the mountain.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So Mari is going to make us listen to his song, I think, or something that we were discussing.
Okay.
I was about to say that we are missing one thing.
Yes. What's that?
Mari's song.
The song? Yes, we're waiting for that.
Yes,
Okay,
Mary.
so far nobody outside. I've shared one of my freelancer poetries on Hisham's group, but this particular thing, Astaghfar, bro, nobody outside of my friend circle has heard this. So this is English or Canada exclusive.
I can't put it on my other pages.
Please don't. I appreciate that because people who are here. I believe you have a couple of thousand people on your page already, anyway.
Yeah, I have. I think on this page I have around 7.5.
Share all you want. I don't even know if I'm ever going to record this and when I'm going to
But this
record this.
regard is for English Canada.
It is
Great.
not in English though. So this rap song is. I'm not an English rapper.
Okay, okay.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Just a second. I'm going live on my other channels, not channels, but my profiles as well. Just 1 second, Maddie.
Okay.
All right, you're ready to go on the other ones. Go ahead.
I'm getting nervous.
That's okay. Good luck. You'll be fine.
Let me know when to go.
You're ready to go.
All right. So this is Astaghfar, bro. चाहे साइकिल हो या तेरे पास हो कार ब्रो, चाहे नौकरी हो या फिरता हो बेकार ब्रो, पहले दिल की मिट्टी को जाके उतार ब्रो. अस्तगफार ब्रो, कर ले अस्तगफार ब्रो. तुझे क्यों चढ़ता है सुन के ये बुखार ब्रो, पर्दा आंखों का कर लड़कियां ना तार ब्रो, चाहे आते वसवसे हों बेशुमार ब्रो. अस्तगफार ब्रो, कर ले अस्तगफार ब्रो. वैसे तो ये रैपिंग शैपिंग मुझे करनी ही नहीं थी, दुनिया भर की झूठी बातें मुझे सहनी भी पड़ी. बोले मैडी मुर्तजा गायब हो गया है, खो गया चर से दारू पी के किसी कोने में वो सो गया. जल्दी बेटा बात सुन, दिन में हो गई रात सुन, दिन बादल बरसात सुन, अंदर के हालात सुन. होना था मशहूर तो मैं हो गया था 10 साल पहले, हुआ रब से दूर तो मैं खोया खुद में चंद साल पहले. मैंने जाना खुद में घुस के पड़ा था कैसी जिसमें दुनिया झूठी है और सच्चों का रहना मुश्किल है. जितना बड़ा झूठ बेटा उतना बड़ा तू काबिल है. मेरी गलतियां तू दोबारा कर, जो मिला है उसमें तू गुजारा कर. यार ब्रो होगा बेड़ा पार ब्रो, अपने मालिक को तू दिल से मुश्किल में पुकार ब्रो. फिक्र में और सब्र में और शुक्र में गुजार ब्रो. अस्तगफार ब्रो, कर ले अस्तगफार ब्रो. So where am I? I was going to. Am I back?
You're back. Welcome back, and thank you so
So
much.
that was Astaghfar, bro. I don't even know what the audio quality was. It's 2 a.m, and I tend to do this kind of stuff at this time around.
Right. Ali really enjoyed it. It was really good. It was very nice. I enjoyed it as well. That's why I gave you the whole screen.
Oh, great, man. Great. Just great.
I was on the whole screen.
What
I
a
didn't
lyrics,
realize.
buddy. What a lyrics.
Sir, Jazakallah. Thank you. Cheers.
That was
Astaghfar, bro. It was Ramzan thoughts.
No, very good. We need that at times, right? Our nation needs that for sure. Reminders of how we're moving forward, basically.
Yeah, however subtle, however sublime sometimes, but yeah.
Exactly. Okay, great. So Maddie, I'm going to put you on screen alone again. If you can tell our viewers who you are, what you do, your motivational speaking trainings and all that stuff. So please go ahead. If you want to add in your Facebook page, your URL address, your website, whatever it is, we can then add them later on over here as well. Okay, so this is your
screen. I'm going to be really short, quick, right? It's going to be a couple of minutes only, right?
As long as you want, not a problem. Let me know when you want to, when you're done.
Okay.
So
cool.
Do a couple of minutes, do 5 minutes. It's 10 minutes. It's up to you. It's
all right. Cool. Okay, everybody on English or Canada, and I believe some other pages that Maha has tagged me around. If you're watching me and listening to me for the first time, my name is Murtaza Mehdi, but I'm known as Maddie Murtaza in all the creative circles and freelancing and digital marketing circles. I've been associated with the advertising, marketing industry, as well as the training and coaching industry, and I've been doing all of this for about 10, 12 years now. I run a very small digital agency, all remote working, so we haven't been that badly affected by COVID. I'm a creative director. That's what I like to call myself, because now I've become, over time, in the past few years, an amalgamation of a writer, a producer, a director. So in our advertising terminology, we call these people creative directors. Our job is to write, think, conceptualize, do taglines, do copywriting, create all kinds of ads. So in the past 10 years, I've done some really big campaigns, telecom campaigns, Zong commercials. I've done radio campaigns, PTCL, and I would say international and national brands, including L'Oreal, as well as what are the popular brands? I don't know where you're listening to me from, so I'm trying to be relevant. In any case, so that's what I do. Currently, I have this batch going on where I'm teaching freelancing to Pakistanis specifically. I used to do this coaching with the English people when I was in England a few years back, when I was teaching product creation. But this time around, we're focusing on freelancing. So Maha gave me this opportunity, so kind of her, to, and this is a total random session. I just turned up in the middle of the night. I saw them online and I joined on the live session. So forgive me if I'm blabbing on, but she asked me to introduce myself and tell all what I do. So this is what I do. I'm a creative director. I do coaching, and currently my freelance coaching is going on. We just launched batch 1. Today, in fact, was the first live class, which I thoroughly enjoyed. We had planned it for about an hour and a half, and we went on for about 3 hours. And that's not because I have a tendency to go on like I'm going on right now. It's because it was a highly interactive session with a lot of questions and answers. So we went on board. If you want to know what I do, thank you, Maha. You've got my page on the screen, Madified, or you can Google me. My name is Maddi Murtaza, Maddi with an I, never with a Y, Maddimurtaza, and that's the same spelling on YouTube. I also happen to do some music. In my spare time, I write songs for myself and some other artists. You might not know me from my own songs, but I'm sure some artists that I've written songs for you, so you've probably heard my stuff either on radio or on somebody's album. So that's that about me. If you have any questions, now I'm I think available on the page, so you can feel free to get in touch with me on my page, ask me more about what I do and what I offer. Currently, I'm really very closely working with freelancers and digital marketers out of Pakistan. So if you're one of those, this is prime time to get in touch. And this stream is also going on from my freelance page, and my coaching students are also watching this. So for them, it is to basically, we were all actually talking about English for Canada, and in our communication module, it's going to come up. So I already want to link up this page so that they can get in touch and practice their conversation skills. So I believe some of my students are also going to end up on some of your streams, and you'll get to know them as well. And I'm just about done. I think it's about 10 minutes now. So if you have any questions, I'm available, and I'm reading your comments right now. So please feel free. And thank you, Ayat, for that comment. Yes, the session has begun. Today was the first day. Inshallah, for next session. It's all good.
Sir, can I also join you? Your freelancing channel?
It's for 11. It's we just started batch 1, so you can join in the next batch 2. It has a selection criteria, and it's limited to people who are already at least level 1 on Fiverr. So if you've just started freelancing and you're on Hisham Bhai's page, I think you already got the best resources to get to level 1 at least. And once you've got like 10 clients, you've processed them. From that point onwards, I'll be happy to, because that's where my work begins. This coaching is mostly geared towards people who've crossed that stage, who've serviced a few clients, who've rolled around $500 and 10 clients and are level 1 on Fiverr. So from that point onwards, we talk about going to the next level, because this is one threshold, and after that you hit another threshold, and there are levels of understanding. So the content is mostly geared towards level 1.
Right, sir.
But you can connect on my page. Connect on my page, so that once you get to that stage, you can join us.
Right, sir.
Okay, great. Maddie, I just noticed you are Madified, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a little brand that I created for myself. It was called Mahafied. I did this about 10 years ago.
What did they say about great minds? This is about 10 years ago as well.
Yeah.
I used to say in my conferences, "Are you ready to be magnified?" That kind of thing.
Yeah, I built these little stamps that, so you should, whenever you get a chance, have a look at the Mahafied logo. So it's one of those old Western wax stamps that you would get on your letters or whatever. So it was very similar to that. And, you know, I was like, okay, if you want to be Mahafied, these are the things that you need to do, right? So it's pretty
It sounds
interesting.
even better than Madified, actually. Mahafied has a better ring to it.
No, I think Madified sounds nice too. It's pretty good.
A lot of people didn't get it. You know, it's tough to catch on. And this was like 8-9 years ago, 10 years ago.
Yes, I've had issues with the same thing as well. I think I got mine done in 2011 or 12, if I'm not mistaken. That's when I had it. And I've kept it very, very quiet and stuff. And again, you know.
So that page is still active? Do you
Yes,
still do stuff from there? What's that about?
That's just basically, when I was in Dubai, I used to do a lot of interviews. And I used to do, so it's basically anything that Maha likes and approves of becomes Mahafied, right? So it was like some sort of a social media influencer site that I was planning on creating, but then I didn't stay in Dubai too long. So like, for instance, you know, what phone brands I like, what drinks I like, what restaurants I like, what movies I like, what cinemas I like. So anything to do with the service industry, whether it was products or places, then I would be like, okay, you know, you've been Mahafied. So there were a couple of salons that I used to be, you know, I worked in collaboration with. So as an influencer, then obviously there's an exchange of services that goes on, right? So I would only visit the salons or the boutiques or the restaurants that were Mahafied, and the rest I wouldn't visit them.
Cool. Exclusivity.
Exclusivity, yes. Just like ISO certified, you know?
Oh yeah, Mahafied. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, something of that sort. Yes, Alina, you had a question, or who had a question? Usman had a question.
Ma'am, what is the current situation in Canada? Is it there a strict lockdown, or anyone can go outside or get something, anything?
No. It's never. We've never had a strict lockdown over here. People over here are surprisingly very civilized. So they told us it's a lockdown. Please don't go out unless you really need something. So we've been home. So we only go out to the grocery stores if we need to get something. Of course, we have people, you know, who are still going out, partying, going to the parks, meeting their friends, going for drives, whatever it is. But the majority of the people are just staying home. So they shut down the restaurants, they shut down the coffee shops, they shut down the cinemas and the malls. So what do people do? And then they also shut down some of the parks, and they put up, you know, signs of saying that do not enter the park because we've shut down because of COVID-19. The fines over here were pretty heavy as well. So if they found you out on the streets, not practicing social distancing and not following the rules and regulations, then they would fine you up to $1,000. So people just were like, okay, we're just going to stay home.
It means schools and colleges are still off. School,
yes. Everything is online. I work for the school in the morning as well, and all our classes are online. We don't go to work. Okay. Sorry?
Are we ever gonna go back to work?
I think we will eventually. When? I don't know. We can't say anything anymore because it's been going on for so long, right? And a lot of people are saying that it's going to last another 2 years. Maybe it's going to last another year and a half. They're saying that international travels is not going to be easy for another 2 years. So probably 2023 is when people are going to ease down with the traveling. In the summer, there's going to be all the traveling that's going to begin as well. And I guess that's when the second wave is going to hit really bad. But I guess after the end of the summer, we'll have a little better idea of, you know, where things are going. And if it doesn't open up till September, then we know we're stuck for another term at least, or another 2 seasons, right? It's a quarterly wait that we have to go through. It's not like a monthly paycheck that we're receiving. So it's a quarterly wait that everybody has to go through and go like, okay, let's see what's happening next. Because at least in our generation, or even in our parents' generation, or even the grandparents, those 3 generations haven't gone through anything like this. So there's nobody we can ask advice from, or we can go to and go like, okay, what do we do next? Because the people who did go through
There's
this,
no benchmarking.
they're dead.
There's nothing to relate to.
No. And 1920s, things were different. Life was different. There was not much technology, and the healthcare system was very different as well. Obviously, we cannot dig up those dead bodies and ask them, hey, what happened, right? How long did it last? So we just have to wait and watch. And hopefully things go better in September. Nobody knows yet. Because every day we hear that, okay, 1 more week, 2 more weeks, whatever it is. There's a person called RGS Ryan. I would suggest if you do not use the F word on my wall, because if you do, I'll just simply block and delete you. So please avoid using the F word anywhere on my walls. Thank you so much, Mr. RGS Ryan, whatever your name is. Sorry, go ahead. Who was thinking?
So come to think of it, that I think no other rapper can possibly come on your show and do a song because of what you just said. The F word, the N word, you name it, because you can't rap without cussing out these days. Haven't you noticed?
No,
it's all about, the whole central idea is about that.
Yes, but it's just that because we're also running on the English Show Canada page, look, rapping, singing, it's a different story. But then coming on to my comments and writing those words means that I'm allowing other people to say that. And of course, this thing has just started where there's more stuff that comes out. So if you are creatively using these words, why would I have a problem?
Yeah.
You gotta be creative.
Right.
Use it for the right sense,
right.
Not because you want to sound like you know the words. You know what I mean? There's a difference between using them and then using them creatively. So using them in comments is something which is not acceptable. I do kind of point out at that time that, okay, don't do this here. So, yeah. All right. So any other questions? Any other topics you want to talk about? We were discussing we were doing general topics before you.
I had a very quick question. If you have like a poster or something for your class schedules with timings and everything, so I'd like to share it with my students who want to further pursue conversations in English language skills.
Okay.
So if you have one of those, if you can send it over across on Facebook so I can share it with my audience.
Great. I've just liked your page as well, so we'll keep in touch. I usually don't have a set.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I usually don't have a set schedule because I'm working from home as well. So when I get time off, I just come online. So I don't have a specific time as such, which I should. Hopefully one day I will, once I get myself organized and sorted.
Today I taught my students exactly that. Have a specific time, have a specific place to work out of. Both those things.
I know, that's very necessary. That's very necessary. Okay, Ali Naeem, would you like to say something before we log off?
Thank you, ma'am. Today's session was very great, very good, and I have got lots of confidence to speak out in front of camera in a live session. Thank you very much. Just because of you. Thank you.
Thank you. I like the way you're wearing your cap today.
Because I have shaved my head, ma'am, recently.
Okay, no, I thought maybe you got inspired by Maddie. That's why.
Sorry?
I thought maybe you got inspired.
You should rock out that bald head, man.
You put it on the side. Okay.
No, I have shaved my head and I have take this head from the start of the session. And if you insist, I can take it off.
No, I'm good.
Ali, you can do it. Ali, you can do it. Go on, mate.
Okay, man.
Of course. See, you gained so much confidence. Might as well. There you go, mate. That's a rock solid head.
You are looking super good.
Everybody says that my shaved head suits me lots. Then I have hair on my head. The shaved head is more suitable to me.
Yes, not everybody can carry a bald look, right? So you're carrying it well. That's good.
Ali, you should definitely Google me. see my old pictures. You should definitely Google my name.
Okay, I will.
Great.
I will.
What would you like to say before we log off?
Yes, ma'am. Are you asking me?
Yes. We're going to log off now. I've been live for the last 2 hours. So if there's anything you would like to say before we log off.
Ma'am, I would like to thank you very much for providing such a wonderful platform for the beginners who really want to learn English skills, and it's definitely a better place to get a confidence to talk in English, or sharing your views, or listening, or to develop in their speaking skills or learning skills. And thank you very much. Hats off to you.
Thank you so much for being here, both Usman and Ali. It was your first time. Yes.
One more question. Do you get online with the same time, or it's not?
No, it's not. I have been trying. See, I've only gone. I started doing live sessions just before Ramadan began. So I was going on at a specific time, which was around between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Pakistan time.
Sure,
but then Ramadan started, and my my schedule at work changed, so I had to switch those timings. Now that Ramadan is over and I've gone back to my regular timings, I think I will probably be doing a 7 p.m. slot, not 7, 9 p.m. Pakistan time, because that's when I get an hour break.
Sure. So,
Ma'am, do you have recent pic of yours in the Mahafield's Facebook ID?
Do I have who?
A recent pic? Do you have?
This is about 2 years old.
Okay.
Yes, it was a lot of makeup.
Okay.
Yes, that's why I look like that.
Right.
Okay. All right. Any other questions, Usman?
No, ma'am. Hopefully, I will join you again, inshallah, the next sessions.
Yeah, just do me a favor. Make sure that you have liked and followed the Facebook page, and also subscribe to the English of Canada channel and hit the bell notification so you get the notification when I come on.
Definitely, ma'am. Definitely.
Because my timings are very unpredictable.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Maddie, what would you like to say?
Maddie Field.
I would just thank you for having me over on your show, on your page. I appreciate everybody for the great conversation. It was great to. I've been meaning to do this for a few of your past few sessions, but either you were just about to log off when I was coming in or something like that. So I'm glad that at this dark o'clock in the night, I still managed to, do my Istighfar, bro, for you people. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you.
No, it was really good having you. A good surprise, because like I said, I've seen your lives on Hisham's page, and I was like, is this the same person or not? And then I looked at it, and then when you said, okay, you are, a motivational speaker, I'm like, okay, so that's the same person that I've seen on Hisham's page.
Not a motivation. I'm a public speaker and a trainer. We get labeled as motivational speakers. I've never called myself that, and I'm not a motivational speaker.
Okay.
People get motivated while we talk and while we do stuff. It's a byproduct.
Perfect. Great. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I think it was one of my finest sessions online. I'm not saying that the others haven't been fine, but this was pretty interesting. We had great laughs. We heard a rap song. We had people from the field. We got some information on people who are going to Waterloo, inshallah, very soon. And of course, somebody who's just, gone bald and had the courage to remove his cap as well. So guys, thank you so much. It was really it was a very, very enjoyable session today. And I hope to see you again one day soon.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Take care. Allah Hafiz.
Bye.